From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
All right, a lot to talk about here in the Weather Center on this Tuesday afternoon, beginning with a winter storm watch that has been issued this afternoon just to the west of our area, including a couple of our viewing area counties already. This is up for West Tennessee and North Mississippi. In our viewing area, this includes Hardin County, Tennessee, and Tishomingo County in Mississippi. The counties in blue, and then back to the west, that's a winter storm watch going into effect beginning 6 p.m. Thursday evening, lasting all the way until 6 a.m. Saturday morning for major accumulations of snow, sleet, and the potential for some freezing rain that will cause widespread hazardous travel conditions. Now, the reason why Middle Tennessee and North Alabama is not yet under a winter storm watch is because the start time for us is during the early morning hours of Friday. It's going to start in the evening hours of Thursday off to the west. It's all about the start time, and we start a little bit later over here. We will be issued a winter storm watch either during the overnight hours of tonight or during the first half of our Wednesday here across Middle Tennessee and North Alabama. National Weather Service has already said in their area forecast discussions that they plan to issue a winter storm watch. We're just not close enough to the start time yet, but we will be either later tonight or the first half of tomorrow. So just because you don't see a winter storm watch yet over Middle Tennessee, North Alabama, that does not change the forecast. And I want to make that very clear because people like to listen to whatever they want to hear and then misunderstand the situation. Forecast is still the same. There will be a watch issued here within the next 12 to 18 hours for significant accumulations of wintry weather in our area. We'll talk about the details of that in just a moment. Clouds have hung tough today, and because of that, our high temperatures have busted by a few degrees. We've been colder than forecast by a few degrees, and clouds are still hanging tough, and we've had to bump up the overnight lows up a couple degrees because of that, because those clouds tonight will act as an insulating blanket, still into the upper 20s to lower 30s across the area. We were expecting mid to upper 30s. This will be important and just add to the cold air that will be across the area this week that will help chill the infrastructure, the roadways, bridges, overpasses, things like that before we get to our winter storm on Friday. All this cold air the next few days is important to what happens on Friday as well. Clouds are hanging tough across a large part of the southeast. I think they'll hang tough tonight as well, and they're going to be slow to break up on our Wednesday as well, but I do think we see partial sunshine by our Wednesday afternoon. Forecast for tonight, instead of the teens we were initially expecting, it's going to be low to mid 20s with mostly cloudy skies out there and a light north wind. Partial sunshine as we go into the afternoon hours here of our Wednesday. Daytime highs in the mid 30s across the area, but if those clouds hang longer than expected, again, we may have to shave 2 or 3 degrees off the daytime highs here for Wednesday as well. And if that happens, these hours that we have below freezing just continues to add up to chill the infrastructure over the next few days. And you can see all the way up through Friday, the warmest we do is mid 30s for daytime highs, overnight lows between the mid teens to the mid 20s, and then struggling to hit that freezing mark on Friday, which is certainly important as the weather system comes out. So we do return to partial sunshine as we expect it now for Wednesday. We start Thursday with sunshine, but clouds increase by the afternoon. Notice by the early evening, the winter storm is off to the west. That moves into the area during the pre-dawn hours of Friday morning after midnight Thursday night. Continues through most of our Friday here into Friday night before lingering flurries into Saturday morning. Then all that kicks east of here as we head into the weekend ahead. We may have a flurry Saturday morning, but that would be the extent of it. All the impact comes Friday into Friday night. Here's the latest thinking, and it's still just a little too early for specific totals for our forecast. I know that some TV stations are already talking numbers. We don't do that until 36 hours ahead of time because things can change. It's not our job at Tennessee Valley Weather to be first. It's our job at Tennessee Valley Weather to be accurate, but early enough to give you time to prepare. And to be honest, whether you get 4 inches of snow or 5 inches of snow does not matter for the impact. Everybody is going to have major impacts and travel problems with this winter storm coming Friday and the Friday night. But where we have the darker blue areas here, southern middle Tennessee down to near or just south of the Tennessee River in North Alabama, that is where this looks to stay all snow or all snow and a mixture of sleet for the entire duration of the event. We've been talking about maybe an afternoon wintry mix, and that's still certainly on the table for some parts of the area. But that changeover line has been shifting farther south in the model data because the thermal profiles, the temperature profiles from the surface to 5,000 feet has been trending colder with time the closer we get, and we're able to get more details with how things will handle with evaporational cooling and things like that. So for a larger part of our area, this may stay heavy snow for the entire duration, and these will not be light accumulations. We are not ready to talk numbers yet, but this looks to be several inches of snow across the area, not just southern middle Tennessee, and not just these dark blue areas in North Alabama, but even here south of the Tennessee River, where it starts as heavy snow and then may change to a wintry mix in the afternoon, still looks like several inches of snow accumulation, even in these cyan colored areas as well. So this will be a high impact winter storm, which with major travel impacts likely starting maybe as early as near or just before sunrise Friday morning, continuing through Friday and Friday night. And there may be lingering travel impacts all the way into the weekend, depending on just how much snow and ice we get across the area. So the hour-by-hour forecast starts the 7-day for Wednesday here, mid-30s. Clouds in the morning, giving way to partly cloudy skies into the afternoon. Now tomorrow night with mostly clear skies, we do get down into the teens for Wednesday night to Thursday morning. Snow arrives in the area after midnight Thursday night, and then a full-blown winter storm here for Friday and the Friday evening, lingering snow flurries into the morning hours of Saturday. And then we clear things out here for Sunday in the early next week. No precipitation on the board, partly cloudy skies. We may have to trend a couple degrees colder with the temperatures from the weekend into Monday, depending on just how much snowpack we have on the ground and how fast we clear out the cloud cover Saturday night into Sunday. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.